A part of the landscape around Sunapee Harbor for generations has been the Livery. Originally the transportation rental hub of horses and carriages serving the Grand Hotel overlooking the harbor, it now has a new mission and life. Let's join Barbara Sulivan for an update. Hi, Barbara.
I think what's very unique about the Livery, its positioning at the juncture of the Sugar River and Lake Sunapee in the harbor. It's one of my most favorite places in our town because of all the things that have happened there. I always start with the word livery because this is not a word that is in people's vocabulary. And when they come into the building for the first time, sometimes they'll say, is it livery, livery? What is that word? And livery is a word that originates from the French word lever, to hand over. And it describes a place where horses reside and you get a buggy and a horse for hire, to differentiate it from a home stable or a large town stable. So a livery is where you pay for horse services. And this livery was built to accompany this hotel that was here. It had some hundreds of rooms, incredibly enough on that small spot. And this was more of a tradesman's hotel rather than the luxury hotels that were elsewhere in Sunapee. And so just picture in those days, 1890, the roads were terrible here. So you would come by train, by boat, and then by train. But if you were to come in by horse, you'd have to put your horse somewhere for the night. You'd come up to the Livery. You'd stay in the overnight hotel. They would take your horse through the front doors of the Livery and take the horse down this incredible wooden ramp that's circular. It's still there. And then the horses stayed underneath on the stable level, which is level number 2 that you see there. And the carriages and the tack and all the working guys that were here would be upstairs. We have multiple teams of workmen getting retaining walls, shoring up the old beams, digging out rubble from 1890 onward to complete the structural rebuilding of our foundation of the Livery. So this starts with the generosity of our town. They used this building for many uses over the years. It was our town office, our jail, our water and sewer department, municipal court, anything you can think of. Boy Scout meetings, town meetings. That all happened after the automobile came and they didn't need the Livery for horses anymore. So what happened was the town didn't have a use for it. It was deteriorating and it became a liability for them. And a bunch of people about 15 years ago heard the word demolition. And all the history people came out of the woodwork and said, oh no, oh no, but how to save it? Because literally, if a 4-story wooden building does not have a use and you don't take care of it, it is not going to survive. So our first efforts were to get it recognized. And 2 people, Betsy Katz and Betsy Webb, in fact the whole Webb family, were really influential in drawing attention to this. They went to the state and they got us on the list of places to be preserved in New Hampshire, historic places. And then we were put on the 7 to Save list by the New Hampshire Preservation Alliance. And once you get on that list, everybody who cares about old buildings now is aware of. And so that's how it started. But the big turning point came when we decided to go after a grant from the Northern Borders Regional Commission. And this is a government organization that grants money to economic and community projects in New York, Maine, Vermont, and New Hampshire. If you can prove to them that you have a goal to create a new culture and broaden this village with this building, then they were all in, and we are forever grateful for what they have done for us. We've got a website. It couldn't be easier, www.thelivery.org. And when you get there, you can find the donation page, but come for a tour. If you get on our email list, then we're going to let you know once this is tourable. And we'll also have mid-construction tours for the people who are really interested in the building part. Because we don't want anyone to miss this who are, has the sort of skills or the background to appreciate what's happening here. It's pretty fantastic.
Thanks, Barbara. So much going on around Sunapee Harbor. If you haven't been in a while, you should plan a visit.